Welcome to this new add-on spotlight. In this add-on spotlight we're gonna look at Kabul, right? Kabul is probably not a nice place now to be. So it's also not, I would say, to promote all the things which are happening there. But one of the community members gave both the airport and also the city a huge upgrade. So all kind of point of interests are being added. Which is, I would say, although the timing might not be, I would say, the nicest, it's really not good that those buildings have been added, because it, I would say, optimizes the quality of the city. So let's go airborne. So this is the airport itself. As you can see, it's I would say it's pretty realistic, because it's, I would say, you can see that there are things going on, right? You can see that the runway is not in optimal state, etc. So let's go airborne. I need to make a little bit more speed. And also let me switch on the point of interest, right? So for those who don't know how to do that, you can go into the assistance options, and there you will find the navigation aids, and there you can say, okay, hey, I want to see the, it's not the navigation aids, it's the the point of interest, and there you can say I want to see the landmarks. Did that. And there we will find multiple landmarks which have been added to the city itself. So let's have a look at those. The first one is the Imperial Wedding Hall, which we're gonna visit. The aircraft or the airport itself also got an update, but yeah, to be honest, I was not that impressed about it. But let's have a look at the other buildings. The other buildings received an update. You can see multiple wedding halls have been added. So let's have a closer look. I'm gonna go into a different view. Sorry for the additional noise. That's the autopilot, or the pilot assistant, which assumes that we're gonna land, but we're not gonna land. It's just taken off, my friend. If you're sick of that, then you can disable that by using the flight assistant option and simply disable this option. Then you are, I would say, in full control of the radio yourself. So you can see that there are multiple point of interest being added, right? The first one was the first wedding hall. So let's have a closer look at it. I think it's all based on Google Maps, to be honest. The next one is the Taj Mahal wedding hall. Let's have a close look at it. I would say quality is kind of okay. I've seen better buildings, to be honest. For example, this one, this Hotel Intercontinental, looks, I would say, better than that other Taj Mahal building. What do we have here? The university. followed by some other buildings, the grain silo. So you can see that some of the buildings have been updated. Some are, I would say, indeed an improved quality. Some of them, I think it's questionable if they have been improved. Here we can see the Center University. And then we continue a flight to the Abibia High School, and then we're flying over the mountains, and as you can see there are a lot of points of interest there, and then we will see which direction we're going after visiting that. As you can see, the I would say developer has spent quite some time on adding multiple points of interest. Which adds some, I would say, more realism to the city when flying over it. Quality-wise, I think some of the buildings look nice. Other buildings, might require some, I would say, additional updating. And that's while we're flying over the Bagaboor garden. And that one again looks really nice. And then we're coming to the other part of the city, and as you can see, based on the say blue circles, there's a lot of points of interest, including banks, mosques, etc. So let's see if we can fly a little bit closer to it. The tomb of Timur Shan. The Kabul post office, the Polekishti mosque, and there's another mosque, the Addon mosque. The Ghazi Stadium. And in this part of the city you can see that there are tons of points of interest. I think it might even be a higher density than London City. The clock tower. And some other buildings, a lot of towers, and a lot of, I would say, both spiritual and, I would say, commercial buildings. And the business center here. Supreme Court in front of us, and once we're there we're gonna make another turn to the right and then fly a little bit back to where we were previously and have a look at some of those additional buildings which were a little bit further away. Here we get the Massoud monument. And as you can see, this one is pretty close to the airport, and it's pretty busy at the airport nowadays, as we can see also in Flight Simulator. A lot of people want to have a look at it, maybe using the Flight Simulator options, right? The tomb of Nadir Shah. So let's fly over the mountains again and then visit those 4 points which are over there. Flying back over the mountains. And let's see what those 4 points over there are. Museum, the Kabul Museum. So let's I'd say decrease our altitude a bit. So I'm gonna reduce the fuel consumption by decreasing throttling. So here we are at the museum. So let's try to figure out what those other point of interests are. The ruins of the former government buildings. The remains of Dur Palace. And the last one, the Tashbek Palace, right? So you can see that there's also some damage due to the war, which was there for years. So here ends this add-on spotlight for Kabul city. Based on, I would say, conclusion is that some of the buildings indeed have improved. Some other ones, I would say, have not really improved, although they give, I would say, a good impression what kind of building it is. I would say the quality could have been a little bit better, but maybe that will be done right. I think this is the first release of the add-on, so hopefully the I would say community developer will continue to develop the city a little bit further and improve the things. If you're a fan of point of interest, then this is definitely a city which you should visit, because there are a lot of point of interests in Flight Simulator. Again, here ends the video. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm creating and of course publishing, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.